ALATRI, the Acropolis and its mysteries. Stardust in its DNA. As Don Giuseppe Capone said, "We live on an acropolis which belongs to the sky in its shape." I discovered the triple-bound stone, which I call Templum, with Professor Gianni Boezzi in August 2008. I first wondered if it had been oriented astronomically. I verified it was so, by means of a compass. Having set a gnomon in the center of the Templum, at dawn on the 23rd of September, its shadow was projected along the diagonal of the Templum. I believe that in daytime it functioned as a solar chronograph and as a meridian. At nighttime, it could become much more, an instrument indicating the position of the stars. The volcanic explosion on the island of Santorini has recently been dated to 1610 BC. The sky was darkened for years. Could it be so improbable that a population from Hattusa in the Hittite world reached ALATRI following the movement of the sun, right to the point where it found its former sky? For what concerns the archaeo-astronomical relations of the Acropolis of ALATRI, the outlay of the megalithic wall is an irregular polygon built on the basis of an idea. In Don Giuseppe's own words, I state that its builders were inspired while they were looking in a sky full of stars at the constellation of Castor and Pollux, the Gemini, in which the brightest points draw a shape which is really quite similar to that of the Acropolis. Besides, the studies on the astronomic alignments of our territory, which link several pyramids in the world to ALATRI with a maximum error of 2 degrees, such as the megalithics Karnak, ALATRI, Giza, La Mecca, and the ALATRI-Hattusa megalithic equinoctial line, both discovered by Leonardo Malentacchi, have still not been fully investigated. And the ALATRI-Bisocco-XI'AN solstitial lines, I have verified that on the equinoxes, observing from the minor gate, the sun sets between Fumone and Montelungo, another implicit reference to the fecundation of the earth, feminine element, on behalf of the sun, male element. In Egypt, there is the Akhet hieroglyphic, which Giulio Magli suggests as taking its name from the fact that the sun on the summer solstice sets between the pyramids of Cheops and Khephren. What should we think of official archaeology, which continues denying the ancientness of the walls, dating their construction to the Romans? At this point, the archaeologist Father Cesare De Cara has the answer. The Pelasgic cities in southern and central Italy must belong to an age preceding the historic age of the Hellenics, since their architecture was totally different, both in the quality of the stones, usually bigger and sometimes even enormous, and in the shape. From this consideration alone, one can debate the foolishness and ignorance of those who assert that the Romans built the so-called Pelasgic cities in Latium. ALATRI, the Acropolis and its mysteries. stardust in its DNA.